Sportsmail has taken in every episode and pointed out why you should tune into every single one before you embark on your binge watch. Episode 1: The point at which you get totally sold on the series. This is very clearly different to Netflix's Juventus documentary, as it becomes obvious how much access Amazon's cameras have been afforded with their £10 million payment to City. As Sportsmail's review of the first episode suggested on Wednesday, this will make it clear that the rest of the 8-part run is worth paying attention to. Highlight is the moment in the away dressing room at Chelsea following the 1-0 victory there, where the entire squad and Pep Guardiola's backroom staff jump up and down while singing "Oh Kevin De Bruyne," serenading the man who had secured them a vital 3 points. There is also the first introduction to Guardiola and his wild eyes at a tactics board as he forces Dominic Torrent to go back to the circles as he has a sudden moment of realization. Benjamin Mendy's injury is also covered, while there is an introduction to the amount of explicit language used behind closed doors in football. Spoiler alert, it's tons. Episode 2: This one is hooked on the first Manchester derby of this season, and the episode is bookended by the build-up and action as City showed their true strength in the title race by beating their close rivals. We also get a wonderful tour of Sergio Aguero's house. He keeps a shirt from every game in which he has scored and cover the game against Napoli in the Champions League. Time is spent with the City laundry women, who wonderfully question whether Gabriel Jesus, or number 33, takes knickers with his shorts. And, brilliantly, Guardiola highlights Harry Maguire as a weak link in one revealing scene, before further footage shows how City took advantage of his pace, or lack of it, to grab the second goal as they beat Leicester 2-0. Torrent's set-piece work is also impressive as his instructions turn out to be incredibly important as City beat Manchester United 2-1 to lay a genuine marker down in the Premier League title race. Episode 3: A personal highlight of this episode is the revelation of just how superstitious Guardiola is. He has worn the same pair of boots from the range of footwear branded with the name of his footballing mentor, Johan Cruyff, for the entirety of a winning streak. And he is not about to lose them. There are also interesting discussions around a potential transfer of Virgil van Dijk to City back in January. Guardiola impresses as a man during an intense team talk ahead of the Tottenham game, using the personal issues going on in David Silva's life to inspire his players. And there is a furious team talk that featured in the adverts for the series that, in its full glory, shines even further and shows just how intensely Guardiola can address his players. He has no issues with them hating him, as long as it just makes them better footballers. The conclusion is the defeat at Liverpool that ends the unbeaten run, watched with the injured Fabian Delph. This is one of the best episodes of the entire run, and something you should definitely seek out. Episode 4: For once, the football fan is taken behind the scenes of a transfer as it comes to its conclusion in this episode. An extended discussion between Mikel Arteta and Guardiola on Raheem Sterling after a tough game for the England forward also reveals how footballers deal with disappointment and what each manager's approach towards that is. Amazon's documentary Manchester City, All or Nothing, about Pep Guardiola's record-breaking side over the 2017-18 campaign was released on Friday morning.